Hi, this is Laurel. Welcome back to Laurel's Real Money Talks, where we're here today to talk about how you're going to make money with a digital magazine for your business. So months ago, I launched, in fact, the beginning of the year, we launched the Millionaire Maker magazine. And it's available on iTunes and your App Store. You can go pick it up. And how we have used it. So this is what I want you to take some notes about. We can do this for you. One of my partners does them. He's out of Vancouver, Canada. Does extraordinary magazines. He gets you listed on iTunes. He gets you listed on the App Store. Can take you all the way through to an Apple TV show if you actually have that much content. So he and I have been talking about that. He does a lot of apps for us as well. While you're out at the iTunes and App Store, download Ask Laurel. And we're so tired of email. Nobody answers their email. So we're going to start communicating to all our clients through our app. So download our app at Ask Laurel, AskLoral. And here's what we're going to do. So the digital magazine is extraordinary. So it's, I should say so few people are doing print magazine. That's not true. Baby boomers still love print. They will still get print. They're still going to read a book. They're still going to read a newspaper. But anybody in the Gen X world that's higher tech and the millennials, they're not using them. So using a digital magazine allows you to get advertisers. So there's money in the whole game if you can actually get some advertisers on a regular basis. And then what you'll see us building out with the Millionaire Maker magazine are different content providers who also have big lists. So people who do incorporation services, IRA services, insurance services, like those who support us that have bigger lists, they can continually provide monthly or quarterly content. So those of you that have a specific, let's just call it a wellness, program or healing program, you could get supplement providers, you could get energy drink providers, you could get so much by having them do a content piece, which is good for them, as well as do ads. So there's a lot of money in it if you really get to it. We haven't monetized it like that. We're just using it as more of a lead generator for people to come and see the Millionaire Maker. But as we build it out and get revenue partners, so that's my goal, even though Kieran doesn't know that, but he'll be the guy that will be setting up your magazine as well. They're simple to do. Things you need to get started. You need a great photo shoot. So you need to get a photo shoot, a damn good bio. A lot of you don't have good bios. You have resumes. That's not how people follow you. Make sure you have a landing page, so you have an opt-in from the landing page to give them more bonuses. So you're not just having them look at the magazine. You want to actually build up your database, and then you want some variety. You want some great content out there. So I had all sorts of my students that have become millionaires actually participate in the magazine. So we have, I don't even remember, 30-something millionaires who contributed articles to the magazine so people can find themselves in their stories and say, well, I'm a little like that. I have a chance and I could do it as well. So whatever your content is, load up a magazine. As the millennials grow and grow, and the statistic hasn't been announced really, but the millennials are actually outpacing the baby boomers. They're a bigger population. They're starting to have kids. They actually are spending more because of Starbucks, wine bars, and bourbon bars. So there's your new millennial. It's kind of interesting. So get your magazine. Well, it's just the angle that I took. Like I actually got a bunch of my students to contribute their articles. So it was a collaboration. So if you don't have a lot of content for a magazine, but you have enough to get started, then go do interviews of other experts. Some of my greatest stories about people who are in our community or in our, group, like, I always say, what's his last name? Mike. He wrote Conversations with Millionaires. He wasn't a millionaire. He wanted to be one. And all he did was spend his time interviewing millionaires. And that book hit the New York Times list, and he wasn't a millionaire. He became a millionaire by doing the interviews. So think of different angles. If you want some consulting or some advice on how to build your online magazine out, then go to asklaurel.com, put in your name, your phone number, your email, and let us know what you would like a conversation. You can talk to me directly, or I'll pass you on to Kieran, who did our magazine. And let's help you get a magazine up online before 2017 rolls out. So this is Laurel at Laurel's Real Money Talks. Have an extraordinary day. We'll be back soon.